Hey guys, in this video, I want to give you a few more strategies to run your detailing ads far more effectively, and this is based on an email thread conversation I had with a detailer just the other day. What's going on, guys? Luke here with Wilson Auto Detailing. I own a detailing business based out of Nashville, Tennessee, and an online detailing training business where we teach detailers not just the hands-on skills they need, but actually how to profit from them. So guys, the basic conversation I want to have here is outlining the 3 parts of an ad that I think are very important for a detailer to understand, regardless of whether or not you're running ads yourself or you're hiring a marketing agency to do it for you, okay? So a lot of times, and this was what was happening with the detailer that I was talking about over email, a lot of times detailers try to test out quote unquote ads themselves, and they try to build like a fundamental understanding of like what they're doing. And they'll often run an ad just directly to their website, right? So the ad will cause somebody to click and then land on kind of the homepage of your website. Fundamentally, the reason why this is not going to get you like a lead that you want or a cost per click that you want or allow you to acquire the customer you want is because an ad really has 3 main parts. Number 1, there's an offer. Number 2, there's the page that describes the offer or the page that allows the person to take the step further. And number 3, there's kind of like a call to action. And so we could break down ads in 1,000 different ways, and there are obviously more than just 3 parts to an ad, but I do think those 3 parts help you build a context for like the primary joints of an ad, basically. And so the reason why I say that there is an offer and a landing page is because if you are running an ad and it's simply trying to get somebody to check out your website, what's going to happen is you're going to pay through the roof to get people to click, and then when they click, they're going to immediately bounce away. And the reason is, an ad really is designed to get somebody to take a specific action. That's really what we want, right? We want a lead to turn into a customer. We want a lead to call you or text you or inquire about a particular offer. And so the reason why running an ad and putting somebody on your website is not going to work well is because, well, number 1, there's no offer. And number 2, your website really is not designed to convert people from a random cold lead in your local area to a customer. Your website is really designed as, number 1, something that's going to optimize your search engine, your SEO in general. So that's your Google My Business page, your social media stuff, all that sort of stuff. But the website is not really the engine that makes your business run. It's more like the tires of the car. And so the SEO is what makes it run. And so people will often call you if you have the proper organic strategy before they even land on your website. So let's go back to talking about the ad that I think would make a lot of you guys a lot more money pretty immediately. Number 1, don't run people directly to your website. It's silly. It does not work. It doesn't make any sense. Number 2, if you're working with an ad agency or marketing agency, develop what some people call they call it an offer page. They call it a landing page. They call it a squeeze page. There are different marketing language words around this, but basically it's a landing page that outlines your offer and that gives people an A or B option. So I'll give you an example of what I mean. This Defender, let's say that I got this customer from an ad. I might have an offer that says something like, hey, the first 2 weeks of summer, we're doing a full exterior detail, and we're also going to be putting a long-term ceramic coating protection on the wheels for free for anyone who takes advantage, again, in the next 14-day period. If you put in your, we have a little form that says if you put in your phone number, email, blah, 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 someone will contact you about this in less than 6 minutes from you putting in your information. Okay, that's what the landing page says. So it outlines not just the offer, very simple, but it also gives them an A or B option. So there is no question as to what the person can do. They will either take the action we want, or they will bounce off the page. There's nothing else that can happen. Now, from a technical perspective, some of you might be thinking, okay, well, like, how do you build a landing page? What do you do? Well, again, if you're working with an agency, it'd be easiest to just have them do it. But generally speaking, this is something people will build on like a subdomain of your website. So if it's wilsonautodetailing.com, the landing page might be built out on go.wilsonautodetailing.com, depending on the type of, let's just say CMS you're using, or depending on the type of website builder you're using, you may or may not have this capability. So it does depend, but you could build a landing page off of really any landing page builder that you're using. You could even get started with one for basically no money, and your marketing agency should be able to guide you in this area. This is an area where I would say hiring somebody to do it on a project by project basis would be very helpful, because it's not really that helpful for you as the detailer to go learn all of that yourself. Not that you can't, but it's just a lot more helpful to have them do it, because Again, you can pay them on a project by project basis. It's not something that needs continual maintenance, so you don't have to put them on a retainer to do this. Okay, so generally speaking, what I'm trying to accomplish in this video is just to give you kind of a context for the ad. So that's the landing page, that's the A or B offer. And in terms of the offer, I do like to also outline the fact that I'm not huge on giving discounts when you're creating ad offers. And the reason for that is because you often collect leads that are really focused on price when you're giving the discounts, and it kind of you can shoot yourself in the foot. That's why I structured the offer in the specific way when I said we're doing this, but we're also putting this in for free. That's a way of what I would call like reversing downselling. It's like you're including something for free that takes you basically no time and no cost, but it increases the clicks and the cost per lead simply because it's kind of carries the same feeling as getting something at a discount. So you're not discounting the price, you're charging full price, but you're throwing in XYZ for free, okay? That's the idea. So you've got your landing page done, you've got your offer done, and then you've got your call to action. The reason why I said, hey, we're going to get back to you when you put your information here in less than 6 minutes is because that is always going to increase the amount of people you have engaging with your ad in your area if there's a really, really quick response time. So if you're in the beginning stages of your detailing business, there's really no excuse not to have this there because you can trigger a notification to your phone as soon as somebody fills out a form, and you could literally call them on the spot right there. And I actually do suggest calling them. I want to get on the phone with the lead as fast as humanly possible, because it's always the most effective communication for your ad spend. It's more effective than text message. It's more effective than Facebook Messenger. It's more effective than your Google Messenger inside of your Google My Business page. It's always the most direct way to the person. And so those are the three main components of an ad. That's the way I suggest running or testing ads in the first place. If you get those three things right, you can then start to test different offers and different copy, and then you can get actual results in terms of like the data you're measuring. If you are running people directly to your website, not only is it not an effective way to run an ad, but you don't have anything you're measuring because there's so many variables happening. So if we have one page, one offer, one call to action, then you can change one thing at a time and all of a sudden see what works and what doesn't work. And if you've got an effective marketing agency who can change things in real time, you can do that relatively quickly and say, oh, this offer seems to be outperforming this offer. All right, let's spend more over here. In the meantime, let's try to create something that beats it. So we call this split testing. But it's very simply, it's just trying to say, hey, how can we continuously try to beat our best offer? So for those of you running ads, don't run people directly to your website. It's a really good way to waste money. Unless you have a page on your website that is kind of like temporarily there for this purpose alone, there's really no reason to do that. You can have something existing on a separate landing page and it'd be really, really helpful for you. So hit the like button, guys, if this was helpful for you. Hopefully this will affect the way you save some money in your ads literally right away. As always, guys, from Luke here at Wilson Auto Detailing, thank you for being involved. Keep working hard. Remember, a great detailer is always learning. And I will see you in the next video.